Right at it. Right at it. Oh,
Jordan
he's
Spieth.
done it again. Just as he did at the John Deere for his first win.
Welcome to episode 15 of the Go Get That podcast. Good one here. Hero World Challenge preview. Jordan Spieth's first event as a father and the last event he will play in the 2021 calendar year. It's been a really good year, guys. I think 2021 Jordan Spieth golf, we won. We got back in the winner's circle for the first time since 2017. And Jordan Spieth is now a dad, just little Sammy Spieth. So going to conclude this year with the Hero World Challenge and what I think is a pretty good shot to get another win. So I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I like his chances. I really do. I think he's got a good. I think Rory maybe is the only person I like over him right now with in terms of form. Most of the top players in the world right now do not have the best form coming in. So I like his chances. We can get deeper into it after, but then
I like you forgot about Morikawa.
Sure.
He's been striping it. Rory's been
True.
playing well. But I saw, like, if you're a bettor, you can get Spieth out there 14-1, which is
really
might even be better. Yeah, which might even
14-1.
be,
I saw him 12-1.
I saw him 12 too.
might even be better than his Masters odds.
Exactly.
Which is pretty insane. It's a 20-man field. It's a good chance to get a pretty good world ranking boost in terms of points. You get 3 points for hitting a shot this week. So
It's ridiculous.
that's
we'll
what
take it.
Yeah, that's what the 30th best player in the world averages on a week. So there's a good chance to kind of boost the OWGR resume this week. I believe it's 48 points to the winner. And like the guys mentioned already, it's not a terribly scary field, so to speak. There's no DJ, no Rahm. I guess Morikawa and McIlroy will be certainly the favorites. They've been playing well, but definitely winnable for sure.
I don't really see Rory as a threat this week, if I'm going to be honest. Just going to go right out there and say it. I forgot about Morikawa. Morikawa definitely scares me a little bit because, again, if he can putt, it's going to be very tough to – I mean, his iron dispersions on a bad day are another player's good day. So if he's putting well, it's going to be very tough to beat him. But I'm not worried about Rory. I think Rory's one of those guys, as you said, he wins and then he goes on a little off period. He'll be back in the spring, I'm sure. I liked I know we talked to Rory McIlroy. I liked his prediction of him at Bay Hill. I think that could be a very good chance for him to win, but I don't like him this week. So
I think I agree with you there. I think Rory's due for a let-off this week, and I'm right there with Colin. I mean, this is a golf course where I think he can really shoot some low scores. I mean, it gets windy there. It's in the Bahamas, so those greens will be slow, and Colin Morikawa on slow greens is – we saw it at the Open earlier this summer. I mean, it's not fun to go against, so I'm sure Colin will be up there.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, Colin also has the motivation of I think Nosferatu on Twitter said he could become number one in the world with a win.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sure Colin will be guns a-blazing, ready to go. I don't know. I think Rory's gonna have a good week. I think you guys are. I wouldn't say like I'm worried about Rory torching the field, but Rory's playing good. He played well in wherever Colin won. Where were they? Was that Dubai?
Yeah.
Like he played well there. He had a chance down the stretch, couldn't close, but the last time Rory was playing well before COVID was he ripped off top fives. Like it was nothing. It was 7 top fives in 7 tournaments. He just didn't win. And now there's only 20 people and he really only has to beat I mean, some of the names in this field are kind of ridiculous. Justin Rose, Henrik Stenson. Like, I know that they're past winners, and I guess Stenson is technically the defending champ, but big names in the world.
Yeah, he is.
Stenson's like the last guy in the field that scares me. So I think he's got the worst odds still.
Yeah, he's like
funny.
plus 66.
The defending champion has the worst odds.
Yeah, I think he's like 200th in the world now too. Like he's nowhere.
He's getting up there,
to be seen. Yeah.
But yeah, just before we go forward, I got a couple of questions on Instagram regarding the coverage this week. So I have it here. It's Thursday, Friday, 1:30, 4:30 Eastern Golf Channel. Saturday, 12 to 5 Golf Channel to start, then NBC. And then Sunday, 11 to 4 starting on Golf Channel and then going to NBC. So just on the coverage, I think it's pretty cool. We're getting national TV, NBC audience in a golf tournament in November. I think that's pretty cool.
They'll find some way to screw it up, but other than that, the schedule doesn't look horrible.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
It sounds nice.
There's no PGA Tour Live, no shot tracker, none of that. At least we don't think, unless they change something and try and save face a little bit. But at the same time, I don't know. That's more coverage than the CJ Cup. For
much more coverage
for like a showcase event in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
that's I guess it is Tiger's event, and Tiger will be back this week. He will be back in front of a microphone tomorrow morning. Yeah, the 30th.
This Monday night.
Speaking again, obviously he came out. There was an interview today. He talked about some of his expectations going forward. I don't know if you guys want to get into that at all, but we talked about Tiger before, but
yeah, we can. Yeah, I before we go into the golf, I want to give Dan a chance because I mean, obviously he's got the hat on, but we need to let he wants to say something. We know he wants to say something. So we'll let Dan touch on the big win this weekend. Because I mean, he's wearing the hat for a reason. He wants to bring it up. We know he wants to bring it up.
Well, I'm just proud of the team, the commitment, the change. It was a rough year last year. I'm not gonna lie. 2-4, should have lost to Rutgers, to Big Ten East champs, knocking off Ohio State. I know you don't listen, but take that, potato. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we don't beat Iowa though. So
yeah,
very true.
Were you
feeling.
Were you a Michigan fan before you went there?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it runs in the family.
So this is your first win in a very long time, like as a fan.
Yeah, I was actually at the last game that they won, but this is our 4th win since the turn of the century, which was 21 years ago now. Yeah. So we have done a lot of losing to Ohio State, and man, did that feel good. So now that we've got that out of the way.
Just because I want to say it too, I mean, I'm a Ravens fan. The Harbaugh Bros this weekend just took down the state of Ohio, which is a beautiful thing.
And I mean, while we're on the football topic, might as well go into the Dolphins playoff push that we're having right now. We're 5-7 with the Giants and the Jets coming up. I don't know. I think the playoffs could be in our future with the way that I was telling Dan this before we went on air that the way the NFL is going this year with how weird it is and all the weird wins, the Dolphins making the playoffs at 9-8 would literally be like the most fitting thing possible. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I will say, I was thinking about that last night and I was like, Bob, Dolphins cannot make the playoffs.
They can make the playoffs.
I just don't want them to.
Well, I don't want the Patriots to be good either.
But at the same time, the only thing about the Dolphins, because they do have a pretty favorable schedule, but they have to pass a lot of teams. Like there's a lot of 6 and 5s in the AFC, and I know they'll probably play each other at some point. But
yeah, exactly.
The Dolphins need a little bit of help still. But regardless, Michigan beat Ohio State.
We'll be revisiting that probably a month from now to see where the Dolphins are.
Yeah, we'll be revisiting that because if not, enjoy, I'll be ranting
True.
because of some loss. Because I haven't really been like I've been watching the games, but like I haven't really felt like the games have mattered. So now that we like have a chance, they're gonna start to matter more, and I'm gonna start to be more emotionally invested and like get mad when the refs,
Yeah.
do
And then when
do the
they
refs thing.
then when they don't make the playoffs, you'll be mad that they won their way out of a top 5 pick. Although you guys don't even have your pick.
We
do
don't
you?
have our pick anyways. That's
Oh.
why I'm fine with this happening.
Tough scene.
The one downside to this is we're definitely gonna like we're definitely gonna go 8-9, miss the playoffs, and then Brian Flores will stay for the rest of eternity, and we'll never get a new organization. And Tua will be our starting quarterback for the next 20 years, and
Yeah.
it'll just be never-ending pain.
And you never know. Jim Harbaugh beat Ohio State. Anything is possible. I'll tell you that
Anything
right
is
now.
possible.
All right, so
I'll go. You want me to go?
all right.
Back to the golf here. Jordan Spieth, 2014 Hero World Challenge champion.
By like 11 shots.
Yeah, he smoked them.
He did smoke.
Need
them.
to do that again.
When he did win in 2014 on a different golf course, so he is fourth. He got a fourth, a tied for fifth, and a third at the Albany Golf Course in the Bahamas, the venue this week. So still yet to pick up a win at this new venue, but as we said, I think we like our chances this week. I think we have a good chance.
Well, yeah, the Hero World Challenges has been a kind of a launching pad for people's good seasons ahead. Rahm won in 2018. Obviously, we've seen what he's done now. Well, I guess Henrik Stenson won in 2019. So
Yeah.
that hasn't worked out too well for him. But obviously Spieth won in 14, which was right before 15, which we know 5 wins, 2 majors. Rahm's won. Has JT won?
I think so.
Probably.
It is a limited field event, so it's coming.
I wouldn't be
eventually.
surprised if he won this week. Or Shoffley. That would be just another like Xander gets good OWGR points, even though he didn't like really win an event. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, regardless,
Yeah.
it's a fun week.
Regarding the world ranking points, if Jordan wins, he can get up to 9th in the world. So back inside the top 10 is possible this week. Would be nice.
And he's also going to keep going up too.
Yeah.
Like there's quite a few T72s and MCs on his OWGR resume that are going to keep dropping off as he continues to play. So he really only has, well, I guess he could stop playing good and then he could fall, but like it seems very likely that he should continue to rise up these OWGR ranks these next couple months. And now, like I said, it's a good launching pad this week. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the wind blows because he plays better when it's windy. But I honestly, who knows how much practice he's had, right? Like this is.
A lot of the guys haven't practiced, though, to be fair.
Yeah, well, JT posted about it the other day. I'm sure he's been grinding, trying to win for his boy Tiger. I mean,
it's a shame we don't get a Jordan interview before because I'm curious if he's picked
Well,
up the club.
I have so yeah, I want to touch on that. So Jordan has not and has no plans to arrive to the course before like Wednesday, from what I've heard. I'm hearing that's why he doesn't have an interview, and that is he's probably just wants to spend as much time as the baby as he can before he plays, which makes sense, which is fine. We'll get an interview if he wins, though. So
that is true.
Go Jordan.
When we did the CJ Cup preview, we didn't have our expectations were kind of all over the place. Like what about this week makes you more confident that he's going to play better than CJ Cup?
I feel like he doesn't have to worry about beating 130 guys, first of all, or 70 in the CJ Cup. And I feel like he's a lot more relaxed. I mean, if he comes in 17th place this week, we talked about this in the baby episode, he gets to go home to his wife and newborn child, like, and he's in the Bahamas. Like, I think it's just going to be a very relaxed week. And I think when Jordan's relaxed, he plays a lot better.
I think the golf course fits him better.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's actually
he shot
Bermuda
32
greens
under or whatever it was.
Yeah, he does have a good history here, right? 3 top fives when from 15 to 17. So
he's coming off like a dead last though, right? Like in 2019, he was like 17th or 18th. I
Yeah,
believe.
it was
Throw
like
it out the window.
But that was like
Justin Rose, I think.
that was like whatever when he was in his slump. That's a Jordan that's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Speaking of, just 'cause I remembered it, not picking up a golf club, we've seen some swing videos from Altus. I
Yeah.
think I posted one on Instagram, so I'll be interested to see if there's some different swing changes, maybe just some minor ones. Be
Well, the
interesting
one
to
that
see.
the video that we saw, and you can check it out. It's on Altus's Instagram, right? Altus Performance.
Yeah.
Pretty sure
It's on
that's
mine
what it is.
too.
He is a lot more, and I'm no swing professional. If I was,
Guru.
yeah, no swing guru. If I was, I'd be on tour. But he's a lot less laid off at the top. It looks like last year he had, and by laid off, I mean like the club is kind of flat in his backswing. Think Ricky Fowler, young Ricky Fowler, think Daniel Berger, just allowed him to keep a flatter face through impact. And now it's a lot, but there are limitations to it, right? It's a little more rigid, I think. And it's not as kind of fluid as Jordan's a very kind of fluid player, a very feel player. And you can see in the swing video, it's a lot more kind of straight upright and there's a lot less layoff. Good or bad, who knows? I'd imagine it's probably good because, well, you know, they've been working from impact back, he and Cam. So that's good. And he's got confidence again. And like, we'll probably talk about at some point, this new perspective, right? The baby perspective. Like, who says he doesn't go 50 under this week?
I mean, I'm not going to bet against that. I mean, look at him. He's a new father, and he's got to be. I mean, the baby's healthy. I mean, and it's his first child. I mean, he's got to be on cloud 9 right now, and that's got to bode really well for his golfing chances. And it could bode poorly the first time. Who knows? Maybe he shoots 16 over and comes in dead last. Who knows? And in the end, it wouldn't matter. It's just an exhibition, but kind of an exhibition. There's official world golfing points, but besides the point, if he comes in first, which I think he could, great. If he comes in last, whatever. Like, move on.
Sure.
He's definitely. I think it's new enough where the mind is still not completely on golf at the same time. Whereas I think Kapalua, he'll be completely locked in along with having the perspective. I still like his chances. I think he goes 25 deep, wins this thing.
Ooh, going on the limb there. I'll get into my predictions in a little bit, but just one comment. So Henrik Stenson won in 19 at 18 under. The golf course has since been lengthened 105 yards. So be interesting to see what the scoring is. I'm sure it'll still be low, but they did lengthen it a little bit, probably a little bit tougher. It's all based on the wind there, as it usually is, but I wonder if it's 20 under this year. Be interesting to see.
Well, it's been right around 20 under every year, right? Like,
Then it got long.
Spieth
Then it gets a
won
little bit longer. Different course though, Bo.
Oh, right. Yeah. True.
yeah, the weather looks good. I just was typing it up.
Where was that? That was in
Florida somewhere. It was
yeah.
I can look it up.
This course does fit his game, though. I was talking to someone.
He's played well there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Isleworth.
Isleworth.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what it is.
They played there.
I think my dad's played there, possibly. I think he mentioned it. I don't know. Who knows?
It's a shame they only played there one time.
Yeah, it was a great course.
Yeah, it was for sure.
Yeah, this course is pretty cool though.
I loved it. I loved the result too.
Yeah.
This one's cool.
But yeah,
Again, nothing wrong with this golf course, I'd say.
Yeah. A lot of things you'll tend to see with these preview episodes. I mean, I think our plan is to have shorter 2 episodes a week of preview and recaps, but you'll definitely see the previews be a little bit shorter just because it's a lot more speculation. Like, I mean, I think the recaps are going to be some really great episodes to listen to because there's just so much to talk about that happens in a 4-day tournament.
Sure.
Right now, we're just, I mean, and especially since I don't really know this course very well. It hasn't been played in 2 years. I don't remember it that well. Whereas when we start to get into not even Kapalua, but like when we start to get into like Pebble, like and Phoenix, we know every single hole on that golf course inside and out.
Yeah.
But still, I still think there's enough to dive into here where I think it would be a fun tournament because I really don't know what's going to happen. I truly think anyone here could win besides maybe Stenson. But now that we've said that, he's going to go out and win.
Yeah.
Robert Strib style.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
Incoming Stenson 61 on Thursday.
That would be incredible.
That would be something right there.
Oh, these guys are good. It honestly wouldn't like completely shock me.
Well, that's the thing on the tour. I mean, the talent gap is so small. It's ridiculous.
For sure. And just we're recording on Monday, and Thursday tee times are already out. So we are off with Bryson DeChambeau, 12:44.
Which I am all for.
12:44 Eastern, round one. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you're listening to the podcast and you haven't heard about it, there you go.
Yeah. Tee times will change after each round.
Yeah.
So we're not with Bryson unless we score the same as Bryson.
Mm-hmm.
And it works out that way. And like we said, the latest tee time will probably be around 12:30 every day. So it'll finish 4-ish in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's like a nice
it's a nice event.
Yeah.
It sucks. I'm really busy this week. It sucks. I'm really not gonna be able to watch it all really other than Friday. I'm just really busy. I have to do some things with family.
No shot tracker stinks as well, but
yeah, I don't know. The backups are going to be working their tail off this week. I'm kidding. I to be honest, I don't even. If there's no backup, I'm not going to. I completely understand that most of the people listening to this probably do not care about this golf tournament unless Jordan is in deep contention Sunday, because it is November, and that's fine.
It's football season.
It's
for
football
most
season.
people we know, but
football,
we are here.
Hockey,
But we're here anyways because
Jordan Spieth's playing golf, so we are here.
Yeah. Kapalua will be hype.
Yeah, Kapalua will be exciting.
January to April is the peak of the golf season, in my opinion. Even though, that's not really.
I think it's the most fun.
Yeah, the tournaments are the best.
They come every week.
The summer tournaments are very, very weak. Very weak.
Yeah, well, you'll get a major.
Open.
You'll get a major, and then you'll get a not great one.
At least we get the Scottish this year. That'll be fun.
That's cool. Back-to-back weeks in July of across the pond golf will be cool.
It's gonna be not great for my schedule. But
speaking of schedule stuff, Bobby mentioned it earlier, but Jordan has committed to Pebble Beach. He was gonna play, but Jake Owen posted something about an invitation or whatnot, so he'll be going. But there's also some other news that the field has come out for the Saudi Invitational, I guess, that same week. Phil Mickelson and Dustin Johnson will be playing in that. So they will not be at Pebble Beach unless
Money talks.
Does something about that. Because I think the PGA Tour has like a no, you can't go card. I don't know the details exactly.
Well, so for those of you who don't know, there's a lot of controversy with this golf tournament that's sanctioned by the European Tour. And
I think it's the Asian Tour, actually. Is that right?
I think it is the Asian Tour, but I think it's also the European Tour, unless the European Tour cut ties with it.
I think
they might have because of the PGA Tour Alliance. I'm not sure.
But anyways, I think it's the big Asian Tour event this next year.
It's possible. But anyways, so Saudi Arabia has some moral issues, and it's politics. It's all politics. I mean, a lot of the money. It's a lot of money. This tournament, there's a lot of money put into this tournament, and and a lot of people have a problem with it being essentially blood money. They call it, with the fact that some of this money is earned through not so great methods and or gained through not so great methods. So I don't know. Some people don't like the look of Dustin Johnson and Phil Mickelson taking that type of earned money, because they're paying them a lot of money to come.
Yeah. Well, they also get
a lot of money to come.
Yeah. They're getting an entrance fee as well. But honestly, it's like a pretty decent
Oh, it's a
PGA Tour
great field. It's a great field. It really is.
It is the Asian Tour, but just a couple. So Phil Mickelson will be there. DJ will be there as of now. Bryson will be there. Fleetwood, Garcia,
Boris Bryson.
Hatton, Kokrak, Shoffley will be there. Bubba, Varner the third. I mean, Abraham Answer. Like it's Poulter. Like it's a
good field.
It's
it
like
really is.
it will probably be better than the Pebble Field,
Oh, it will
100%
be.
will.
It will
It won't be
100% be.
close.
which
It
is
will not be close.
which makes me wonder kind of what the future of the Pebble event is.
Well, this is the only year that it will be the alternate for Pebble, because it's all about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl scheduling is flip-flopped Phoenix and Pebble, unless that's going to be going forward because of 17 weeks. Is that
That's true.
I heard it was flip-flopping for just this year, but I could be wrong.
Well, who
If
has
one
the
of you guys
Super Bowl
want to
this
look
year?
that up, but
NBC has a
doesn't
Super-
I'd be-
NBC, so they want Pebble Beach the Super Bowl week so that CBS can cover that.
yeah,
Makes
Yeah.
sense because CBS always has Pebble.
Right. And
Yeah.
NBC normally does Phoenix.
yeah.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
But so the problem I think is I find it very hard to believe that Phil will go the rest of his career without playing Pebble. That's one. And I find it very hard to believe that DJ will go the rest of his career
Well, yeah,
without playing Pebble because Wayne Gretzky
right. That's what
loves
surprised
playing
me.
that tournament. That's the foursome every year. Jordan Spieth, Jake Owen, Wayne Gretzky, and Dustin Johnson. So that
Right,
will not be this year.
That's what surprised me was DJ and Phil because like those guys have both played really well there. They play all the time. Like DJ withdrew last year, but it makes me wonder. I know Jordan's an AT&T sponsor, so he will probably be there for the rest of his
Regardless.
career.
Well, he has to
If it's an
play,
A-
yeah.
If it's an,
But I think he
AT&T
still
event.
would anyways. I mean, he loves that
Yeah.
tournament.
If that wasn't an AT&T tournament,
I don't know.
I
if
know he
plays
likes
it.
playing. I don't think he would.
I don't
Really?
think-
Like I think
He would.
honestly-
I think that course fits him well, and I think he would play. I think
But
because-
if the field isn't that good, why would he like?
Exactly,
Because
that's what I'm
honestly I know this
I
like
don't think he played the. Well, maybe he would
it
play
could-
the
it
Byron
could-
Nelson.
It could be his version of the John Deere though, because he doesn't get to play the John Deere, which he loves.
true.
That's what I'm
Because it's a weak
saying.
field, so maybe he plays Pebble.
and I
because he
look
likes
I know that we don't like Tory, but I think he likes Tory. Like he doesn't play well there, but he would much rather play the Farmers than Pebble. I think. Like
That's really hard for me to
event.
like process,
per
but I think
event.
you're right. I do think you're right.
I think I
because
agree
also
with
the
you.
amateur
Yeah.
rounds, like they're 6-hour rounds.
Wow.
He has talked about how Spyglass is one of his favorite courses.
Yeah,
though.
that makes
Like,
me
he does-
mad thinking about that, about how we'd rather play the Farmers. But I think you're right.
Like just as an event.
Yeah.
And now with all these names, like obviously he will play Pebble this year unless he's unable to for some reason that is health related. And hopefully that's not the case. But it's just something interesting I saw that came up today. And I thought, we'd dive into it a
I'd
little
be
bit.
curious to hear more about this Saudi event before it happens, because I'm sure we'll get some more news on it. It's still few months away, so
Yeah. And I'm sure when we do the Pebble preview and stuff, it'll come up at some point.
Oh, 100%.
This is again like why the PGA Tour is trying to put more money into events is because they don't want DJ, Phil, people that play Pebble to then go to Saudi and be like, no, I can make more money over here.
for
And that's something that's going to go on this next few years. And I think this is just kind of the start of that battle of like, how much money, where's it at? What's the attraction to the event? But we'll see. This week, it's the Hero World Challenge. So
Sure.
it'll be fun regardless.
Before we get into our predictions, do we got anything else or?
There was one thing I want to talk about, but I think I forgot. Like not hero related. Like,
We can do predictions, and if it comes back to you,
yeah.
we can do it.
Well,
Can we
Lee
do-
Elder died. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, that was
He's a legend.
was there
He's a legend in the golf game. So
a lot of golf news today.
there was a lot of golf news.
Sure,
As I was
Monday,
saying, I
November.
was talking to people about Spot. I was gonna say it was a vintage Tiger Woods Legion day today because he just got to tweet about literally everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Tiger. Let's talk about Tiger for a few minutes because there was a lot of Tiger comeback is in full systems go. He did say he was. It was
Train's
still.
rolling.
He said that he would never play a full PGA Tour season again, which we all knew, but still to hear it was definitely a little bit of a. It was definitely rough because as a non-Tiger fan, I still love to see him play because it's just like it's Tiger and he makes tournaments better.
Props to Dan for calling that, because Dan went into pretty good detail on that, our Tiger pod, regarding the schedule Tiger would probably end up playing.
Well, I think I've heard it from other people as well. Kyle Porter talks a lot about it. I think any Tiger fan that is also a golf follower, like not just not that the boys at Foreplay aren't golf followers, but like there's like a Tiger like fanboyness that I think makes them, they want to see Tiger play every event, and there's sometimes sort of realistic like expectations can get a little skewed, which is totally fair and totally like it makes sense, right? Like I want to see Tiger play a lot of events as well, but I think realistically it's the majors.
Maybe not even. I'm not sure he'll play every US Open. I was talking to someone about that. That's a big toll on his body.
That is true, but I still
disagree with that. Fully disagree with that.
He would. I think he would play the US Open.
He'll definitely play at LA, I think, for sure.
Well, yeah.
But like if they go to like a Chambers Bay again, that's like 8,000 yards, that's hitting it out of fescue the entire day.
Well, I think he'll be. Here's what I'll say: he'll plan on playing, but he'll be more careful with his body about it. Like if he knows that he's not feeling great, he's not gonna go to Chambers Bay if he knows.
Or like a Shinnecock.
There could be some risk. They would just take too much out of him, right? Like he will be smart about when and where he plays, but I think it starts with circling the 4 major dates and then building maybe 2 or 3 more events around those. Like he probably plays once a month.
I mean, the Open's not like any better, Bob. I mean, you can hit into some crap there where, I mean, it'll take a toll on your body.
Yeah, I agree. But I think mentally.
Well, it is interesting, right? Like, so he probably plays Riviera because that's his
foundation.
I think Riv.
Yeah. Does he play the Players?
No, I don't think he does.
Okay. Like,
it's hilarious if he didn't. That's an absolute.
Because I think he'll alternate. To be very honest, I think like every other year he'll alternate between Memorial and Bay Hill. I think he'll play one of those every year.
Okay. No, see, that's what I was wondering. Is like
I think he plays one of those every year. I think because I don't see him never going back to Bay Hill, but I definitely see him playing Memorial.
I think he plays
for a good amount of the rest of his career.
Right. Yeah. Maybe once a month.
And then the 4 majors.
He'll be at Augusta every time. Like that's easily number 1. He will be. I bet he'd be at the Open.
It's like I gotta have my charger. My computer's down.
Every time, but like Bob's was saying, I don't think he'll be at Memorial consistently. He won't be at API consistently. Like he probably won't be at the Players consistently, right? Like there's not enough time in between those events to heal up if he needs to rest, like take some time. And if you haven't seen the interview he did with Golf Digest, seen or read anything about it, go check it out because there's some really cool.
Yeah, I haven't yet.
Insightful,
enjoy it. It's really
Tiger
good.
quotes in there.
I've heard. Someone said it was the best Tiger interview he's ever saw.
It was 40 minutes long. Like there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah. So definitely go check that out. Like we mentioned earlier, he will be doing a presser November 30th at 9 a.m. You'll probably see all the highlights. Hopefully nobody asks any dumb questions.
Oh, the media will ask some dumb questions.
I'd rather I don't even like, what would you ask Tiger at this point? Because I feel like I wouldn't want to like, obviously
the media will never not ask. The media will never not ask Stupid
The Golf
questions.
Digest interview gave away I think anything you could ask. That's the crazy thing. You'll see it, Bob. You haven't seen it yet, but the
No.
Golf Digest interview gets into everything.
Yeah.
That's so surprising. I didn't think he'd go into anything. But
Yeah. Well,
what am I to know?
who knows? It's good to see.
I said Tiger was going to be back next January, so I'm all over the place.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is who knows when he's going to be back. Just because
I think he plays PNC in a cart. I do. I think he wouldn't have announced this on a large school, on a large scale if he was not planning. Even if he didn't hit all the shots, even if he could only I think they have that spot open for a reason, and I think he wants to come back with Charlie.
That's
would
what
be the perfect start. And then I don't think he plays again till.
That's what I think TW Legion was reporting, right?
Yeah.
It was Tiger, the PNC tournament is holding a spot for Tiger and Charlie Woods. And I guess, and then he was also reporting that Tiger will be on the end of the range at some point hitting balls. So I'm sure there'll be more swing videos upcoming, which is exciting, I guess. It's good to see Tiger feeling good enough to play golf again. We talked about this in our Tiger pod quite a bit. Now, obviously, we know quite a bit more because he's been pretty open. And that Golf Digest interview was
Cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. He said a lot of really interesting things. So that's exciting. It's good to see Tiger back. He'll not be playing this week, but it looks like his return is somewhat near in the future. So, we'll see. Regardless, it's good. It's good for the game. We've touched on that a bunch, but the game, yeah, golf is better with Tiger Woods in it. And it's awesome to see that he's feeling like he can play golf and contribute. So
prediction time.
It's prediction time. Well, we already got yours, Bob. You predicted a win.
I will say in the almost 2 years now of me running the Spieth Legion account, I have never, and I mean never, predicted a win. Jordan Spieth is winning this golf tournament this week. He is a new father. He is top 5 right now in terms of form in this field. And he's just going to go out there and he's going to win by 5 strokes. So it's going to happen. This is unbiased because I have never in my life predicted a Jordan Spieth win. I've never even predicted a Jordan Spieth win at the Masters. He is winning this golf tournament this week. So I'll leave it at that. You guys can go.
All righty, I'll go. Jordan Spieth is finishing second this week.
Oh boy.
I'm going with the runner-up finish. It's been the story of
you want heartbreak?
It really has.
It's been the story this year. Obviously finish second, you're close to first, so anything can happen. I just have a gut feeling he's going to play really well, come up short again, get us to 2022, new year. And I would go with the winner. We'll go Victor Hovland.
Ooh.
I think you went with him a little while back, Dan.
No, that was me.
That was Bob.
I took
you.
He won somewhere, right? Where did he win? Mayakoba again? That's true.
I don't think it's going to be one of the tier 1 names like Rory, JT. I think Hovland's right on that tier 2. I think we're going to get he's not Stenson level of underdog where Stenson won in 19. But I see it. I see Hovland taking home the trophy this week.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna be very bold this week. Morikawa's winning this week. I think it's
I thought you were actually going to be bold for a second. You sold that well.
No, it's obvious to me. I guess Rahm hasn't really played. So right now, Morikawa is the best player in the world. And he has a chance to be world number 1. And who knows, right? Who knows where your golf game's going to go in a month, 3 weeks. He seems hungry. He seems driven, right? And it's in his head too, right? And like we mentioned, slow greens, Probably some wind at some point. Gonna have to stripe the ball. He just won. I mean, dude is a stud. So he's gonna win this week. Jordan will play okay. I don't think he's practiced that much, and not like this off season or in this fall, but I think the past few weeks have been a lot less about practice and a lot more about family, and rightfully so. So I think he'll play some good rounds because I think they'll just be comfortable rounds, but he won't make. The only way he wins is if he makes a ton of birdies, like a ton of birdies, because I don't think there's a way for him to, there's going to be some mistakes in there. There's some water on this course. There's some bushes. There's some sand there. You can get in some like weird kind of awkward spots. And if, the winner's 20 under, you make a bogey, that puts you back quite a bit when a lot of people are making birdies. So I don't think he has it this week. I think it'll be a good week.
Won't matter. He's making 35 birdies this week.
Okay. Well,
Two doubles, two doubles, a triple,
birdies,
and 3 bogeys. 25 under.
There you go. If he makes 35 birdies this week, he's gonna win. But that's what
my prediction is into the real world. I can't take it back anymore. It's into the Twitterverse. I can't edit it out. It's out there. So it's bold, but
I'd appreciate if you save the win for the little tournament down in April, in Augusta, Georgia. But
because I'm too negative of a fan. I feel like to actually think that's going to happen. I fully believe he's winning this week.
Yeah, that's also.
I will never ever be able to wrap my mind around Jordan Spieth winning another major before it happens. I have to see it. It's just one of those things. If you ask me, do I think the Dolphins are ever going to win a Super Bowl? I'm not saying yes. Look at what I'm looking at right now. I can't believe that until I see it. So,
yeah. Speaking of winning and Jordan Spieth winning, there is another giveaway. I don't know if Jordan wants to touch on it.
There is a giveaway on my Instagram right now. Posting this, we're recording Monday night. It's my second most recent post, not the most recent post, but the one after that. So go follow the directions there. Spieth hat giveaway. Predict the Jordan's first win this year. So there's a lot of tournaments that haven't been picked yet. So you pick that tournament, no one else does. You get the hat.
Yeah. Well, he has to win too.
He has to win, but you get what I'm getting at.
Yeah, and don't pick the American Express. He will not be there. Do not pick the Punta Cana. He will not be there. Do not pick. I'm trying to think where he won't be. Do not pick
Mexico.
Do not pick the Mexico Open. He is not playing the Mexico Open. I can guarantee you that.
All right. Actually, just because you said that, he's going to play the Mexico Open.
Nah, it doesn't work like that. I will bet. I'm not a very good bettor, but I will bet the house on Jordan Spieth not playing the Mexico Open.
No. Okay. It probably won't fit in the schedule. And it's also it's his first win, right? So if you pick the Masters, but he wins before,
and if he never wins, you get
We'll go to next year. We'll give away 2 hats.
Yeah, you could guess the 2022.
My guy hasn't responded. I completely forgot who it was. Who I said.
It in a pod.
He never reached out to me.
Oh.
So I may have to go back and figure that out.
Yeah, we'll reach.
Someone's gonna have to remind me to do that because I'm not gonna remember. I have so much going on right now. I apologize in advance, everyone, for my lack of commitment this week. I never expected him to play this tournament, so I made plans a while back.
Well, yeah, 2 months ago it was there's no way.
The thing that sucks is that usually I'll get out of everything and anything. If Jordan could win a golf tournament, I physically can't Sunday. I'm taking care of my family, and I physically will not be able to watch Jordan Spieth unless it ends around 6:30. So not great, but it's an exhibition. And if he wins and I miss it, whatever. I'd love for him to win. So it's not like I'm missing the Masters. If I missed the Masters, I'd fake COVID and
that's a problem.
You'd fake COVID, Bob.
Yeah. Just
for the Masters.
Hey, I did. So
can you show me?
No one rats me out to anyone, but I completely fake sick for the Ryder Cup. So
I was gonna say. Oh, nice.
There was that.
I'll make sure to tell Mrs. and Mr. Bob. Make sure that they know.
Mr. and Mrs. Bob. But yeah, I'm sure they had an idea. I'm sure they probably know. I used to. There was one year I played sick on
Well, they were
Masters, PGA, and US Open, all 3 Thursday and Fridays that one year.
Nice.
It was the Bethpage year, so that was great. But
that was good. That was a good tournament.
yeah, that was fine. The Bethpage one, I actually was sick though. So.
Oh, yeah. So were Spieth's irons and his driver. They were sick.
They were.
His putter was sick.
There was.
There's like the, what do you call that? Where you change like the
meaning. I don't think that has a word.
No, there's a meaning. Whatever. Let us know.
Whatever. All right. That should wrap this one up. Oh,
what a pod.
What a pod. So Dan, you're doing the intro on the spot. You're doing the outro. Go ahead.
Okay.
Finish it off.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to the Hero World Challenge preview pod. We talked about a lot of different stuff, but that's okay. There's golf this week. Spieth plays this week. Tiger speaks this week. Michigan won this week. What a week.
Ravens are first in the AFC at the moment.
Okay, well, that for now.
The Dolphins are back.
The Dolphins are 10th or 11th, but we'll address that later. For now,
Georgetown basketball is not back. So that title will not be defended. But the New York Rangers, that's a good team. That is a good team. We're winning the cup. We're winning the cup.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the support. Until next time. Peace.
Take care.
Peace.